So the other day, I made a video about the black Coochins and how they had only started laying about mid-February, and so they've only been laying for about 2.5 months, maybe. February, March, April, May. Okay, so yeah, about 2 months. And because this is June, and one decided she was going to sit. So I let her sit, and then another hen, about a week or two later, she decided she wanted to sit. Well, now the last hen that I had that was laying, she is now wanting to sit. So what I did was I'm getting ready to move them out of the pen that they're in and into the big chicken pen, where they have a better chicken house, nesting boxes, and the whole thing. The pen that they're in was only a temporary pen until they got a certain size. Then I could move them into the big chicken house. That's what that pen is for. It's for the younger chickens or even the younger ducks. So last night I took out 12 out from underneath them. And out of that 12, these 3 look like a possibility. I did see blood in one. One looks like it's a fairly fresh egg, and the other one looks like it might be starting, like it's just a day or two. These I haven't done yet. I will do them tonight when it gets a little darker so that I can actually really see a lot better. So I have them here in the incubator so that I can incubate them out instead of letting the hens do the job, which I really rather have them do it than me hassle with this, making sure that the humidity is just right and to make sure that the heat is just right. And with the hen, she makes sure all of that is. She talks to her chicks when they're in the egg, which is also, I believe, is good for the chick. I mean, it's just like a human baby. It hears its mother's heartbeat. It hears its mother's breathing. It hears its mother's voice. It hears its father's voice. So the baby knows its mother more that way. And I believe chickens and ducks and all birds are pretty much the same as that. Now, Coochins, if I remember right, I believe are part of like the Brahmas. They have something to do with the Brahmas. I'm not quite sure. And no, it's because they have feathers on their feet too. I read a little bit about the Brahmas because we had talked about getting Brahmas, but we have decided to get the Jersey Giants. So that's what we want to do is get the Jersey Giants. So there's the roosters. I do believe the hens are probably still in here. Yeah, they're still in here, clucking along, thinking they still have eggs to sit on. They'll get over this in a couple of days, and I'm hoping to get that chicken pen done. I was hoping to do it today, but I had to run to town, and when I go to town, it's, like 20 minutes there and 20 minutes back, and then however long we're in town. So it's takes up most of the day to go to town. You can see that these Coochins look pretty big. I think the roosters are like 8 pounds, and the hens, I believe, are like 5-6 pounds. You can hear them making noise still, thinking that they're going to be moms. I really, really would like to have left the eggs under them, but when I did candlelight those other eggs, 9 of those eggs were rotten. 2 of them were really rotten. I mean, they were already leaking fluid. So when they start leaking, that means that they are definitely rotten. So, and that indicates that either they got cold at one point or they were never fertilized, and that's usually what happens is they just don't become fertilized. These chickens are pretty docile. My daughter says when they peck, they don't just peck. They peck, grab a hold, and twist. Kind of like, taking out a chunk of meat. Now you can see this pen isn't that big. This is for little chickens. This building here is for little chickens. It's not even, it's not even supposed to be for them sitting in. But I've been trying to get that chicken pen done. I've got part of the wire up. I just have to get the bottom section of the wire up. As you can see, here's the wire on the bottom. And so another wire is coming here and then coming down. Is going to come down and have rock on top of that so nothing can crawl, or dig. It's going to be a little harder for them to dig. Yeah, I still have to secure it up against the fence some more, and so I'm going to be doing that. I was really hoping I could get to it today, but it's like almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's getting fairly late for me. I have to go to work, so I have to get ready for work. And I do want to put some more lights out here. This light here, I keep fixing it. That light there, I need to get some of those. They're for electric cable. They're like a clamp type thing that screws into the wood, and then the cable goes down through it and it holds it in place. So all I have left to do here in the front is this. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that back section here. I think what I'm going to just wind up doing is just closing this off so nothing can get in there. So I'm not, because I really don't think anything's going to try and go through 2 fences. Could, but you can see here. Now that little building there is basically to keep the snow and stuff out of the chicken food when it's outside, when it snows and rains. And you can see that I haven't had chickens in here for a while because the weeds are taking over. But this is the chicken house. It's pretty, it's not huge. It's got a door that goes out there, and it's got the 3 nesting boxes what I got to clean out. And you can see that the little linnets and everything have been living in here too. I got to finish fixing that, get that insulation back up in there, and finish putting some more plywood on there. We had goats in here one time, and so there he kind of tore things up. My daughter got some Norwegian or Nigerian dwarfs, and at that time they didn't work out very good for us. But this is a chicken pen. I think it's about 5 feet wide by maybe probably 8 feet long, and there's a little step down that they have. Come in, you can see how that chicken pen is. I gotta come in here and clean the wood and stuff up. So busy with all my other projects that I just get behind. I gotta get all these picked up so I can put them on that fence and wire it. You can see how I wired these on there extra. This is also the pig pen, which I have to secure it some more too. I'm going to pull this closer to the thing and screw it into that wall there, so that it'll hold up. I'll get some T-posts and put in between and keep the pigs from trying to push it around. I am putting electric wire on the inside of the pig pen. They will get used to it. Now, with this squirrel here wanting to live in my chicken area, I'm going to be mixing up some delicious food for him. I am going to fix some of the chicken layer crumble, and I'm going to mix some baking soda in with it. Maybe a little sugar to make it a little sweeter so that they don't notice the baking soda so much. Baking soda will kill squirrels, mice, and rats. And I have Belfie, the black and white cat that we have. I think he's over there laying down. He catches at least a squirrel a day, at least. I've seen him with 2 squirrels a day, but I'm not here all the time, so I don't know if he does it every day or just, once a day. And so if he gets a hold of one of these squirrels that has the baking soda in it, it's not poison. The same with the hawks and owls. If they get a hold of it, it's not going to poison them. And that's what I worry about, is if I give them, arsenic or whatever other kind of poison that they have, I don't want my animals to get it. I don't want the wildlife to get it. Even the coyotes, I don't want them to get it. I don't like poison anything. It's a horrible death. But this type of baking soda is probably pretty bad. It is certainly lethal, and it probably will cause them some excruciating pain, but they've been causing me some excruciating pain. But at least if my cat or somebody, either cat or the hawks or owls, get a hold of it, it's not going to poison them. So I hope that explains everything and why I put the eggs in the incubators, because I do want to get those hens over here into this chicken house. This is a much better situation for them, much more room. And so, like I say, this one here is just to keep the water out of their chicken feed, so when it rains or it snows or whatever, they can come outside and be underneath there and stay dry as well. Well, anyway, please subscribe. Please push the like button. Ring the bell so that you're notified every time I put out a video. And do a comment. Have a great day.